Om Shuklam Bharadharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vigna Pashantaye Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir bhavatu me sada yenakshara samamnayam adhigamya maheshwarat kritsnam vyakarnam proktam tasmai paninaye namaha vakyakaram vararuchim bhashyakaram patanjalim Paninim Sutrakarancha Pranatosmi Munitrayam Vagartha Vivasam Priktau Vagartha Pratipattaye Jagatah Pitarau Vande Parvati Parameshwarau Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Namaste, welcome everyone. We're going to start with our Idam-śabdha. So if you want to go to Idam feminine, which is page 119 in your book, and I'll pull it up here on the screen. It's page 119 in your book. So you can see it there, Idam feminine. So this is what we were looking at in our last class. We're looking at all three Idam-śabdha. So Idam masculine, Ayam imo ime. So we'll actually see this in today's Vedanta class. You'll see Ayam. So you'll see Ayam. So just note that. We saw it in neuter and then we saw feminine. So in the last class, let's just review this feminine together. So you can chant along with me. We'll go quite slowly, okay? Iyam, ime, imaha. Imam, ime, imaha. Anaya, abhyam, abhihi. Asyai, abhyam, abhyah. Asyaha, abhyam, abhyah. Asyaha, anayoho, asam. Asyam, anayoho, asu. Okay. So this is our Idam-śabdha. I like that it ends in asu, right? I mean, tears. No, this is enjoyable. We we smile with it. So just to note, this is not too different than that sarva feminine shabda that we saw in our last class. So we'll maybe hopefully get a chance to chant this again before the end class. I want you to actually just flip to the next page. We're going to go to this Adas-śabdha today. So we're going to spend a little bit more time with Adas-śabdha, and by the same note, we'll also look at Idam again, okay, when we do the practices. Okay. So this is, let me zoom in here. This is our word today. It's called Adas. Okay? Adas. So it's a pronoun, a sarvanama shabda, just like we saw with idam. Okay, so you can refer to other things by using the word adas. So it means this. Well, yeah, it refers to, it's written this here, but it actually should be that. Okay, it should be that. So adas means that, and it indicates an object which is away from the speaker, but it's still seen by the speaker. Okay, so for example, imagine you're on a field and you see a person, you see Devadatta on the field. He's far away, but still you see him. Then you can use adas for that person. Usually when we use tad, that's far away and usually not seen. Okay, usually when we use tad, it's something which is far away. Like when we talk about Rishikesh, right? That's something far away. We can't see it right now, so we can use the Adas-śabdha to refer to that. Okay, so just as we remember, this little diagram will help us a little bit. Etad is something that's very close to you, relatively. Idam is something a little bit farther away, but still close by. Adas is something farther away, but still seen. And that is something which is far and usually not seen. Okay, now this isn't that tightly held. So what I mean is sometimes you use Adas-śabdha even if you can see the object. Okay, so it's not as tight as this is leading on to. But if we were to order these, this is how we would do so. Okay, in the actual usage, you see it's not as strict as this. Okay. But you will see all these. I think adas is our least commonly seen out of the four, but it's still commonly seen. Okay, I was thinking of whether even because it's less commonly seen than the others, I was thinking maybe we could just bypass it for now. But I thought that's not a good habit to bypass things. So we might as well look at it, especially this 1-1, 1-3. These are very, you'll see those more. Okay, so I'll chant each line and you can repeat the line after me. Okay. So amu ami. One more time. So amu ami. Amum amu amun. Amum amu amun. Okay, so notice how this is rasva and this is dirgha. So amu, little longer. Okay, this is also dirgha. All four of these have dirgha letters. Okay, ami. Okay, third case. Amuna, amuna, amubhyam, amibihi. Amuna, amubhyam, amibihi. Okay. Amushmai, amubhyam, amibhyaha. Amushmai, amubhyam, amibhyaha. Okay. Our fifth case. Amushmat, amubhyam, amibhyaha. Amushmat, amubhyam, amibhyaha. Amushya, amuyoho, amisham, amushya, amuyoho, amisham, amushmin, amuyoho, amishu, amushmin, amuyoho, amishu. Okay. So this is a new, definitely a new Pratipadika. Declines a little bit different than the rest of them. Unfortunately, right? It's not the same, similar, but it's, you see some similar patterns that we've seen before, right? Like you see in masculine, the ending with makara, ending the nakara in 2-3, right? We've seen some of these patterns before in some of these, like all these biambihi are very similar. This ai, shmat, sya, instead of sya, shya, and then instead of smin. So just like sarva, right? Sarva, smin, etc. We can't say it's exactly like, so we can say like sarva, sarvasyai, but we can't say exactly like sarva because there is some differences throughout this whole chart. Okay, so we'll keep practicing with this. What we'll do is we'll actually go to our exercise here. So this is in the back of your book, page 182. Okay, so page 182 in the back of your book, exercise number 33. We've seen the same exercise done with idam, and now we're going to look at it with adas. Okay, idam was this, adas is that. Okay, so when we have purushaha asti, so we want to look at our chart of adas, so you can flip back and forth. Aso purushaha asti, right? That person is. That is a person. Amu purusho staha, right? That second one. Okay, so let's do that first line. Aso, amu, ami. One more time. Aso, amu, ami. Okay, so aso purushaha asti. Amu purusho staha. Right? Aso, amu, ami. Okay, so number 3 is purushaha santi. Ami, right? Ami. Ami purushaha santi. Aso, amu, ami. Okay, hopefully we're getting that first line down, okay? Aso, amu, ami, okay? So aso purushaha asti, amu purusho staha, ami purushaha santi. Okay, now let's look at the second line again. Amum, amu, amun. Amum, amu, amun. Right, we had the makara, amum, that 1, 2, and 2, 2 are the same, amu, and then we have the nakara at the end, amun. So aso, amu, ami, amum, amu, amun. Okay, we're building this. So if we have 2, 3, lokan tyajati. Amun lokan tyajati. Right? Lokan gives you a hint. Lokan. So amun, right? It ends in the same way. So imagine this was lo. Let's imagine this is lokam. Okay, 2-1. 2-1. If it's lokam tajati, then amum lokam tyajati. Okay, let's imagine it's loco. It's 2-2. Then we would say amu loco tyajati. Okay, amun. Okay, now let's look at our third case. Okay, third case. Amuna, amubhyam. This one's a little bit different. Amibihi. Amuna, amubhyam, amibihi. So we're flipping back. This is page 120 that we're looking at the shabda, and then this is in the back of the book. Okay. So third case, amuna, amubhyam, amibihi. Okay, so we're going to look at 5. So purushena vastu nyayate. So amuna purushena vastu nyayate. Okay, imagine it was purusho. Then amubhyam purushabhyam vastu nyayate. Amubhyam purushabhyam vastu nyayate. Okay. Now purushaihi. Let's say it's 3-3. Amibihi. Right? Amibihi purushaihi vastu nyayate. Okay. So amuna, amubhyam, amibihi. Okay. Let's look at fourth, fifth, sixth case. Okay. Fourth case, amushmai. You can see that syai. Amushmai, amubhyam, amibihi. So we just need that 4-1. The other 2 we already know. So amushmai, amubhyam, amibihi. Sorry, amibhyaha. Sorry, amibhyaha. Okay, so amushmai, amubhyam, amibhyaha. Okay, so 4-1. So it would be like purushaya. If we were to say to purushaya, we would say amushmai. Amushmai purushaya. Right? Namaha karoti. Dhanam dadati. Okay. So amushmai. Then we have 4-2. So purushabhyam, amubhyam, purushabhyam, dhanam dadhati. Okay. So amushmai, amubhyam, and then amibhyaha, like purushebhyaha. Okay. Amibhyaha, purushebhyaha, dhanam dadhati. Okay. So fifth case, amushmat, amobhyam, amibhyah. Amushmat, amobhyam, amibhyah. Okay. Sixth case, amushya, amuyoho, amisham. I'm doing it a little bit longer to emphasize. Amushya, amuyoho, amisham. Okay, so amushya, amuyoho, amisham. So purushasya jnanam asti, number 6. Got it? Yep. Amushya purushasya jnanam asti. Okay. Imagine it's purusha yoho. Then we would have amuyoho. Okay, now imagine purushanam. Then we would have amisham. Okay, amushya, amuyoho, amisham. Seventh case, amushmin, amushmin, amuyoho, amishu. Amushmin, amuyoho, amishu. Okay, so blank vishaya vicharaha bhavati. Amushmin vishaye vicharaha bhavati. Amushmin amushmin vishaye vicharaha bhavati. Okay, imagine it's vishayoho. Then we would say amuyoho. Amuyoho vishayoho vicharaha bhavati. Okay, so then we have vishayeshu. Vishayeshu, we would do amishu. Amishu vishayeshu vicharaha bhavati. Okay, this is like mental gymnastics. But we are just practicing this. We'll repeat it. Harprasad ji, okay.
Yes, sir. When we, Mahodaya, when we look at the number 7,
Yes.
Vishaye vicharaha bhavati. Now, Vishaya, I mean, how, see, only by knowing Vishaye, we know that it is 7-1, but
Yeah.
how do we know it is nearby object, nearby Vishya? Nearby.
Yeah, so we don't know. We don't know. We don't, yeah, so you can use tat or you can use adas, right? Or you can use idam. We don't have the context. So we're just adding the word here. Usually this will be in the context of some verse or context of a story, and then we would have some idea. But with here, we have no context.
Yeah.
So that's why in this exercise, we're using both idam and adas. Okay. So we have some time. We'll just quickly look at the Napumsakalinga because it's not too different, and then we'll stop for today. So if you go back to your book, page 120, I believe, this is Adas in Napumsakalinga, in neuter. Okay, so third case onwards is the same. So that's a big relief. We don't have to remember all the ones from third case onwards. Okay, because they're the same as masculine. So adas in Napumsakalinga. Adaha amu amuni. Adaha amu amuni. Okay, so say it 2 times. And then say it 2 times with your eyes closed. Okay? Adaha amu amuni. Okay, so luckily again, it's not only third case onwards is the same, but first and second case is the same here. Now, usually there's a question about if this comes up, how would you know if it's first or second case? Again, we wouldn't really know. It just depends on the context. We can determine. So that's why sometimes when there's a verse or something like that, there might be 2 different interpretations. One person will take the first case, one person might take the second case, etc. And different meanings could be given. But usually there's precedent. So some acharya will write commentary and then we can know what case this is in. Okay. So adaha amu amuni. Should we go through all the other cases too? Yeah? Okay. Amuna, amubhyam, amibihi. Oops, passed it up. Amibihi. Then fourth case, amushmai, amubhyam, amibhyaha. Fifth case, amushmat, amubhyam, amibhyaha. Sixth case, amushya, amuyoho, amisham. Amushmin, amuyoho, amishu. Okay, and there's no sambodhana, so no calling out. Okay. So let's look at the exercise. So number 8. So what is it? Adaha amu amuni. Sorry, it's amuni. Adaha amu amuni. Okay, so shariram bhavati. Shariram is napumsakalingam. So adaha shariram bhavati. Adaha shariram bhavati. Then adaha netre spurataha. So what's netre? No, not adaha. Amu netre spurataha. Amu netre spurataha. Okay, so adaha amu amuni. Amuni. So blank bhutani jayante. Amuni bhutani jayante. Okay. I don't know why third case becomes before second case. So let's go to number 12 first. Blank kshetram upalabhate saha. Okay, so it's the same thing, which is nice. Adaha kshetram upalabhate saha. So, adaha amuni. Okay. Number 11. Blank jnanena vastu jnayate. So what goes in jnanena? Amuna jnanena vastu jnayate. Amuna jnanena vastu jnayate. Okay? I feel like we're doing weightlifting. Gotta just keep doing the reps over and over and over again. Then your arm starts getting a little tired, but you're building this impression in your muscles. But here we're leaving some samskara, right? We're leaving this impression by repeating over and over and over again. Then we're leaving this impression in our mind so that when it shows up somewhere, we can find out what case it is. Okay. Now, since we're here, we'll save this for our next time, this feminine, because I think it might be too much to add. What I do want to mention, and this is going to seem like a, actually, let's just do this since we only have 2 minutes. Let's just review idam, okay, using our exercises. Okay, so you can go back to idam, pull up idam and make sure that's in front of you so we can remember. So idam is page, just the same previous page, 118, 119. So 118. So ayam, imo, ime, right? Masculine. Ayam, imo, ime, imam, imo, iman. Sorry, going fast. So purushaha asti. Ayam purushaha asti. Ayam imo. So imo purusho staha. Ayam imo, then ime. Ime purushaha santi. Then second case, imam, imo, iman. Imam, imo, iman. So 2, 3, iman lokan tyajati. Iman lokan tyajati. Third case, anena abhyam ebhi. So anena purushena vastu jnayate. Okay. Asmai abhyam ebhyah. Fourth case. Fifth case. Asmat abhyam ebhyah. And sixth case. Blank purushasya jnanam asti. So purushasya is a clue. Asya purushasya jnanam asti. Okay. And number 7. Blank vishaye vicharaha bhavati. So we have, in 7th case, asmin anayoho eshu. So asmin vishaye vicharaha bhavati. Okay, let's take a break. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.